Well, hello and welcome to my latest video. First of all, certain people made rather disparaging remarks about my Kangol cap, which I thought made me look a bit like Samuel L. Jackson, but various people thought I looked like Frank Spencer. You need to be a certain age to know who Frank Spencer was. And some people said I looked like Wolfie from the Tooting Liberation Front, and you have to be a certain age to know who Wolfie was. I thought I looked a bit like Samuel L. Jackson, a bit like Che Guevara. But as people have decided to make fun of my headgear, I thought I'd put on something a little bit more fetching. So there you are. I hope you enjoy this. So what is today's video about? Well, one thing that I often talk about is the importance of using, patronising, buying from, going to your local bike shop. Very important in these uncertain times that you support your local bike shop and give them your business, spend your money there. But there are some things about local bike shops that you can do that some people may not be aware of. So I thought I'd make a video about some of the things that your local bike shop will be able to do for you. And the first one, and perhaps one of the simplest, is they'll lend you a track pump. So if you're riding past your local bike shop and your tyres are feeling a little bit flat, pop in, ask them nicely, ask if you can borrow the track pump, pump up your tyres, and they'll be pleased to let you do it. So that's number one. Number two is energy bars. Yes, we all like our energy bars. We like to pay over the odds for something that's just as cheap in Aldi or Lidl. But because it's got a name like, I don't know, Power or Grenade or Mortar Bar or something that fires us up, we want to get one of those real cycling energy bars. So how do you find which energy bar is right for you? Pop into your local bike shop. Ask them if you can do a taste session, and they'll let you have half a dozen bars or so, and you can chew your way through them, decide which one you like, and there you are. You've found your favourite energy bar. Saddles. You may be in the market for a new saddle. Pop into your local bike shop, say to them, can I try out a few saddles? They'll say, sure. They'll let you take 4 or 5, something like that, put them on your bike, go for a ride, couple of 100 miles, choose the one that's right for you, buy the saddle. There you are. Patronise your local bike shop. Next thing you'll be able to do, if you're lucky enough to have electronic gears, Shimano Di2 for example, or Campagnola, is they'll let you charge up your Di2 unit. So if you pop into your local bike shop, say that your gears are a little bit flat, running out of juice, they'll let you plug it in, charge them up, and if they're next door to or quite near a coffee shop, then ask them if you can leave your bike there, leave it on charge, charge it up, disappear next door for your cup of coffee and your beans on toast or whatever it is, full English breakfast if you're in the mood for it. Hang around in there for an hour or so, perhaps have a cigarette, another cup of coffee, pop back in, and your bike is fully charged and ready to go. Now, sometimes you're riding past a bike shop, even you're not that far away from your local bike shop, and you get a puncture and you think, oh, bugger, I haven't got an inner tube. Pop into your local bike shop, ask them nicely, they'll give you an inner tube. And if you ask them very nicely, they'll even fit it for you while you wait. And if they're a little bit busy, no problem. Leave the bike there, leave them with the tube, and the wheel, pop next door, have another full English breakfast, come back, there you are, job's done. And it's unlikely that they'll charge you for it. Now, most bike shops, because they're competing with the online world, they'll price match for you. So if you see something on Wiggle at a really, really, really dirt price because they haven't got the overheads of running a bike shop with all the people in it, then bob into your local bike shop and say, how about price matching this? I was thinking of buying it from Wiggle. And it's quite likely that they'll say yes because they want the business, so they'll do it for you. And if at the end of the day you still want to buy your stuff from Wiggle or Chain Reaction or other online retailers, Treads for example, then, and you're not going to be at home when the delivery comes, just have a word with your local bike shop, ask them if they'll take in the delivery for you from Wiggle or Chain Reaction or Treads or whoever it is, and then the next time you're passing the local bike shop, you pop in and you pick up your item. What could be easier? Very good idea, that one. I've done it a number of times. I like buying my stuff from Wiggle. I just say to the local bike shop, can you take it in for me? And they do. Now, rain is coming, winter is coming, cold weather is coming. grubby roads are coming, mud guards. You've got to put mud guards on your bike. Most clubs aren't very happy with you if you ride on a bike without mud guards. Pop into your local bike shop. Say, rain is coming, can you fit mud guards for me? And if they say to you, have you got the mud guards? Say, no, well, you're a shop, you carry them, you've got them in stock, can't you? You can fit them for me. And if you say to them, I'm just popping next door to the coffee shop, going to have my full English breakfast, I'll come back, fit the mud guards for me, and away you go. You go out for your ride. And if you're lucky and you ask them nicely, they won't charge you for the service and they won't charge you for the mud guards either. The other thing, you may have watched one of my videos about using a pump to pump up your tyres or using a CO2 cartridge to pump up your tyres. And you think, I know, I'll try out the CO2 cartridge. Go for a ride, pop into your local bike shop, ask them if you can borrow a CO2 cartridge, go out for a ride, and if you don't get a puncture, give them back the unused cartridge. They'll be grateful for the business. It's what they're there for. Now, you may be thinking you're in the market for a new bike. Your existing bike is off the road, it's not working too well. Here's a little tip for you. Get into your cycling kit, get into your proper cycling shoes, get into your Lycra. If you're a Rafa rider, get into your Rafa stuff. If you're an Assos rider, get into your Assos stuff. If you're a little rider, get into your little stuff. Pop down to your local bike shop, say, I'm in the market for a bike, can I go for a ride? And they'll say, here, take this one out. And then go, if you go out for a ride, maybe do 100 miles or so, come back and say, yeah, well, I'm not too sure about that bike. I'll think about it and I'll let you know. And then if you go back to another bike shop the following day, same thing, get into your cycling kit, go out for a ride on the bike, and you can do that over the course of the week. You might do 60-mile rides, 100-mile rides, 5 days a week, get in a really decent block of training, and then at the end of it say, actually, I'm going to get the bike from Wiggle. Is it okay if I have it delivered to you guys here? And you could set it up for me, and then I'll pop in and pick it up when I'm ready. The next thing you could do is you go out for a ride and you've got your bottle, you put some water in your bottle, but you've run out of your special hydro tabs. You know those little round things that don't make the slightest bit of difference, but everybody says they're full of electrolytes, even though you have no idea what electrolytes are. Pop into your local bike shop. They'll have one of those tubes ready open. They'll be able to give you a tab, preferably two, because if you've got a full bottle of water, you want 2 tabs in your bottle. Put them in, go out for your ride, see what they're like. If you like them, go back, order it from Wiggle, get it delivered to your local bike shop, pop in and pick it up. Now, you're a proper cyclist and you've watched my videos about power meters and you think, I know, I want to get one of those power meters, but you're not entirely sure if it's for you. Pop into your local bike shop. Say, can I borrow one of those power meters? You could try a Stages power meter. You could try the pedal version. You could even try both. You could say to them, do you have a bike I could use? Fit the power meters to it, fit the mud guards to it, fit the other stuff to it, perhaps pump up the tyres with a track pump. Go out for a ride, 100 miles or so, come back and say, well, no, Julian's a bit iffy about power meters, so I'll think about it. So your local bike shop is the place to go. Ask them nicely, make friends with them. They'll do all kinds of things for you. It's one of the great services that we should all rely on, and I rely on it too. So hope you found this video useful. Hope the local bike shops found this video useful, and see you next time.